conversation, never on the rocks.
Meet me by the bar.
Bars open.
Bars open.
Bars open.
Meet me by the bar.
Straight up, no chasing.
Open bar podcast.
Straight up, no chasing.
Hey, we back again. Welcome to Open Bar Podcast, with a conversation never on the rocks, but it's straight up no chaser. It's your boy C4, and I have a special guest today. Want to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Chrissy from Rollin Racks.
Rollin Racks.
Rollin Racks.
Racks or rocks?
Racks.
Racks. Oh, Rolling Racks, like clothes racks.
Correct.
Okay, I was like, yeah.
Racks on top of racks. Yes.
Got it. That's dope.
Yeah.
Tell the people what you do.
Okay, so I'm a wardrobe stylist. My company is actually a tech company. It's a fashion tech company. So in that sense, it's still a startup, but basically I'm simply just a wardrobe stylist for everyday people, TV, editorial, whatever people need me for.
Okay, so
Yeah, so all things wardrobe. That would be me.
so I want to dive into the tech part first,
Okay.
because tech is big right now.
It's major.
Tech is major. There's a lot of things going on with people getting laid off and all type of stuff. But
Yeah.
how's your company tech based?
So
Wardrobe
my company,
tech-based.
okay, so basically, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only stylist that everybody have ever heard of, right?
Right.
But a lot of the stylists, we kind of like do the same thing, where it's like you get jobs, you get booked, you stay busy, whatever the case is. But with my company, I'm basically creating a platform for styling. So basically, Rollin Racks is a tech company that people are going to be using in the future. You download the app and you'll be able to get a stylist right to your door same
Oh,
day. Yeah. So it's
like
a pretty big
like
deal.
a Uber of
Well,
stylists.
Yeah, pretty much. DoorDash is getting more money than Uber, so that's our competition. Is DoorDash.
Okay. DoorDash. Okay,
Yeah,
that's dope. That's
Yeah.
different.
it is.
More to you on that. That's dope.
So most people just think I'm just a stylist, like, oh, she just work with people here and there, or I've been seen at different stores, collabing with different stores. But really, all in all, Rollin Racks is actually a tech company.
Right.
Like, it's been a tech company since I began it. It's never been supposed to be a boutique or just about styling. It's
Right.
supposed to be. It's a platform. So
Platform.
behind the scenes, that's what I've been working on, and essentially, just kind of been in my field, mastering the field, so that way when the app drops, everybody is ready.
That is dope.
Yeah.
You hit me with that one for sure.
Definitely, yeah. I don't really talk about it too much. It's actually the first time I ever, talked about it publicly.
Okay.
Besides the people who truly know me or speaking to like my mentors or investors, but it's a tech company. Yeah, it has nothing to do with just putting that shit on. It's nothing like that.
That's
it's
dope.
Literally a tech company. Yeah.
I'm surprised, and
Yeah.
I commend you on that. That's
Thank
different.
you.
That's
yeah.
real different. That's
so
like
wardrobe concierge service for the
That's-
future, for serving all the generations.
So typically, you basically had an app, and then you get on it, and you be like, "I need a stylist," or is it like you book a stylist?
It's all things wardrobe. So you can book a stylist.
Mm-hmm.
You could get things dropped off to you. Say, for example, you just like, hey, I just need somebody to go grab me X, Y, and Z. The same way DoorDash will bring you your
Got
food, we gonna
got
bring you the drip.
So if I needed some Timbs, I gotta be like, "Oh, these
Yup.
Timbs."
Exactly, you could put
How does that
put the
work?
order in, and we'll go get it.
Because I've been looking for some olive green Timbs for a while now.
Yeah, and we'll find stuff that you can't find too. Yeah.
Oh, that's lit.
Because of our connections or things like that. Like sometimes we can get you stuff same day, but sometimes it's gonna take us a while because
Like
it may
Amazon.
be something unique. Like maybe it's an
Yeah.
archive that you're looking for. We could get it.
That's
Yeah.
dope. Check you out. That
Feel
is
me?
lit.
Yeah, it's something that's missing in the world, So like ideally when you start a business, you're trying to solve a problem.
Right.
So with us, that's the problem that we solve, which is
Yeah.
right now, if my jacket was to rip, like I need somebody to pull up new jacket right now. And we don't
That's
have
crazy
that. It doesn't
because
exist.
I literally go to my closet and just pick anything and be like,
Yeah.
I wear a lot of white t-shirts though.
Right. So the thing is also with the in-home services, we'll have stylists that come in your home. Maybe you just want your laundry washed and put away. Maybe you just want your closet cleaned out. Maybe you a doctor that's busy, because during the pandemic, I was getting a lot of doctors that was contacting me and they just wanted me to just like basically do their laundry. So that way when they off
Organize
work,
and stuff like that?
Yeah, when they off work, you know, they don't want to have to
Deal
be
with it.
spending time doing that when they can be spending time with their families. And a lot of people say like, well, I could just take it to the cleaners. But the thing is with the cleaners that they're going to clean your clothes, they're going to give them to you on wire hangers, and you still have to put them away. With us, we're full service. We're going to come, we're going to put them away, we're going to get your looks put out. Whatever your need may be, you just simply click the button and we make it happen.
Check you out. I'm gonna have to drink to that because that sound like a plan. That's dope. Literally be dope. My wardrobe, people be like, oh man, you be putting I just literally go.
Yeah. And then we also work with like all types of designers. So you know how it's like things that people never heard of. You know what I mean? Like, so say for example, somebody like, oh, I'm looking for X, Y, and Z. We'll introduce them to new stuff.
So we can put that falsetto in there.
Yes, you can.
Ooh,
Yeah.
wait for that, yeah. That's lit.
Yeah.
Dang. How
So,
long you been into, well, I'm not going to say fashion because you're doing more than just that. But how long have you been doing fashion? Like,
So I've been into fashion pretty much my whole life. My mom is a designer. My sister's into fashion. My grandmother was into it. So it's kind of like something that's kind of like just embedded in me. But where I entered into the whole tech part of it aspect is because a lot of people are stylists. Like it's, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's LA, Atlanta, New York. It seems like it's so saturated. It's not there's no such thing as saturation when it comes to certain stuff. But
okay, correct.
I wanted to bring, I
Correct.
wanted to bring something different to the game.
Right.
Like I wanted to bring something different and offer something different because I feel like as a stylist, if somebody dropped dead, God forbid, right now,
Right.
their business is dead. But for me, my Rollin Racks will never stop rolling because it's going to be a thing that's going to be going on far beyond me. So it's like a purpose. It's like a purpose driven thing.
That's dope.
For sure, yeah. So like I have a method that I use with my clients, and this method is like a blueprint for the best styling services in the world, and it's gonna be entered into that platform, and it'll be available for everybody, opposed to it just being NFL clients, celebrity clients,
Right.
Oscar clients,
I'm definitely gonna be
Grammy
using
clients.
it, 'cause
It's like every day people.
Somebody. To
Yeah, I feel
dress,
like everybody deserves to feel special. Like even if it's like their Sweet 16 or prom, like I want to tap into those markets.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because when the proms come around, everybody.
Hey, you know how I
even
go.
all the stylists that I know that do everything custom, they be getting the hits.
Yeah, definitely. So we kind of bridge that gap between the consumers and the retail.
That is dope. How long you been doing it?
So Rollin Racks launched in 2016. So essentially when I first launched, I knew that this was what I wanted to do, was make it a tech company. But because like in our neighborhoods and where we come from, it's not like a normal thing where it's like you just say, I want to start a tech company. So it was like I had to develop everything behind the scenes to get me to where I am today. So essentially what I've been doing is just basically just mastering the craft of styling, and that's got me to where I am today.
So is it out now, or is it like something that's still in development?
No, it's not actually in the development stage at all. It's actually, I actually stay booked. So like I'm always booked, but the platform is not released yet. No.
Right.
So the app is not out for available for every customer. But if you was to hit me up, yes, we could service you. You know, yeah. If you have a budget, we could service you for sure.
You gotta have a budget. You gotta come with the bag.
Yeah, you gotta have a budget. That's one thing that is for sure. You definitely have to have a budget.
Gotta come with a bag.
Yeah, for sure. You gotta have a little bag. But
okay, so we talking about money. How much do it typically cost for something like a service, like you wanted somebody to come to you and style you?
So it depends. Now, when you talk about the platform, that's gonna be a whole different ball game. So I can't give any numbers for that. But in general, for me to pull up, it's gonna cost you. For me to pull up,
what's the number?
For me to pull up,
What's the number?
What's the number? For me to pull up, it could get a little pricey, and I particularly don't like to give numbers because I don't want to like scare
Just to
people
give a
away.
ballpark.
But a ballpark would be, what's your budget? That's the question. That's always going to be the question, because the budget is going to determine whether I pull up or whether we FaceTime.
Does it matter if because of course your services, and then it's the garments too. It's certain things you gotta do, but like, what's a base standard?
A standard, it's no such thing as standard. It really is not, because
So if I'm like, okay, I want to wear these shoes with these socks, but I'm not sure.
okay, so you just want somebody to come over and do like a general styling.
Yeah.
Something like that could cost you like $500 an hour.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I wanted to get. So
Yeah, something like that.
basic, you know what I'm saying?
But
That's
essentially how it works is the client sets the budget. And
Yeah.
then if you're a good stylist, you're able to pay yourself from the budget.
right.
But if you're not, then you charge a separate fee and all this other stuff. So it just depends on who you're working with. Because like if I'm working with a production, they set a budget. Like everybody productions have budgets. So they may
Yeah,
have a budget
yeah.
of like $20,000
Right.
for this particular
Right.
month. And so you working with that $20,000 budget,
Right.
and then you're getting paid service fees in addition to that, per diem in addition to that. So like that's why it's a great field to be in. And I do want to say also is that I'm independent. So like most people who are stylists that I know of, whether it's ATL, New York, LA, they are with a union. So that's
There's a
something
union for that?
It's a union for it. It's definitely a union.
So now
for
we
it.
diving into it because I ain't know nothing about none of
Yeah,
that.
definitely. So the union is it's hard to get in the union. That's number one. But if you do enough jobs, you could easily get into the union. But for me, I want to stay independent
Right.
because, like, at the end of the day, I'm building something that's way bigger
You
than.
trying to be bigger than the union.
Yeah, like I don't want to follow any rules. Like as an
Right.
entrepreneur, I want to make my own rules. But the union do ensure that you get paid.
Right.
Because there's been a lot of times as an independent stylist that I've had trouble having people fill invoices.
Right.
The union, you getting paid off top. You can get paid very, very well with the union. So there's a lot of benefits that come with being a part of the union.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Me personally, I've been doing like fashion for a while. Street brand. I had a street brand, and now I'm launching a luxury brand
Okay.
for your platform. It'll be good for my luxury brand.
Yeah,
for sure.
definitely.
Especially for the
sure.
name to get out there. So I'm definitely gonna be tapping in with that.
I'm excited.
That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I'm very excited for the future of my company. Like I said, right now, basically been in the process of just mastering styling. What does
Right.
that mean to customers? Doing different case studies, working with different types of clients, whether it's celebrities, everyday people, whatever the case may be. And it has just got me to this point, basically.
So with when you say productions, what are some of the productions that you work on, or do you have to?
Some of the major productions that I've worked with, I started out doing Blood, Sweat, and Heels in New York. That was like a while ago. It was like a TV show that was on Bravo.
It sound like it had a ring to it.
Yeah, and it was basically just me working on set, just getting wardrobe for the cast and things like that. And then I started doing, it wasn't like right after that, but I did Major League Gaming, which is a pretty big deal because they
Major
stream
League
more numbers
Gaming.
than the NBA, NFL, all of that stuff combined.
Major League Gaming.
Yeah,
oh,
MLG.
like gaming.
Call of Duty, yeah.
Oh, snaps.
Yeah.
They need a wardrobe for that?
Everybody always asks that. Yep, they did. I know.
Why?
Yeah. So I don't ask those types of questions.
Of course, yeah, okay, I get it, but Jesus.
But no, the job was actually given to someone else that I knew, and he actually was blowing up at the time. He had an Adidas deal, and he ended up just giving me the whole thing, just giving it to me. Like,
Oh,
it was
so you got that alley-oop.
yeah, it was definitely an alley-oop for sure, and it was the biggest. It was like I had literally just launched my company, maybe like 6 months before, and my family didn't even understand. Like, what is she doing? She doing a styling company, a style agency, whatever. Like, nobody understood what I was even talking about, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna show y'all. So
Right.
that was my
That's-
way.
that's
and so I
always the
literally
way.
went from like 0 to 1,000. Like that was like major because we was having like 32 million viewers a week. It was a big deal, yeah.
So what did you style? Like, what did you like?
So basically, when people are playing Call of Duty, there's commentators.
Because I play Call of Duty.
You do? Okay. So I to be honest with you, I'm gonna be fun. It's so crazy because like I work in TV, I work in this type of industry. I don't know never seen none of it. I never watched the game, none of that. All I hear is shooting. All I hear is shooting. So basically, the commentators, because people play video games professionally.
Right.
So the
Right.
commentators, they're speaking about the game. So I address the commentator. So they're talking like, oh, there he
Got
goes.
you.
And he's
Got
getting
you.
shot down and boom, boom, boom. Those people. Yeah. So it was 16 of them. So
Dang.
yeah, and I was a lead stylist on like, getting them all together everything like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That
And it was
is
literally
crazy.
right after I had launched my brand, because that's why I was like, you just never want to put limits on yourself, because
Nah,
my brand
yeah.
was launched for everyday people, but all I get is celebrities and big productions. That's all I've ever gotten. But
Right.
obviously the platform that I'm coming out with is going to be targeted to everyday people, because I want to pick up those customers. You know what I
Dude,
mean?
that is lit.
Yeah. It
That
was
is
pretty lit. It was
I like the
definitely a big
vision.
deal.
I like the energy. That is dope.
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. So I've done like different things for like Netflix. I do have a lot of NDAs signed.
Right. Yeah.
So
yeah.
a lot of
That's
stuff I
what I
don't.
was trying to get around. Like, who you working for? Who you working with?
Yeah. So I have I do have my link. My clientele like posted on my website, but I never really talk about too much of it, because I do have NDA signed, basically meaning like I do a lot of ghost styling, and the reason for that is because, again, I'm not in the union.
Okay,
So in order to have certain jobs, you actually have to be in the union.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm 100% independent. Don't plan on getting into the union, so that's just kind of how I've been moving. But I've worked with a lot of people, though. I've worked with a lot of people that you guys may not know. Huh?
You scared they're not gonna come for you? Like, yeah, she not in the union, man. Let's get her up out of here. She's taking all the good jobs.
Well, no. Because,
you know how people hate.
No. I'm not in anybody's way. I'm not in anybody's way, because as soon as like when an artist gets signed, I'm not sure if you ever noticed this, maybe because you're not in wardrobe. But like when an artist gets signed, a lot of times they already have people lined up. Like they get signed, they go to Capitol Records, they go to Rock Nation.
Yeah.
Those companies already have stylists on deck.
Right.
So the odds of you getting one of those clients is going to be very slim, because as soon as they get signed, they kind of like already assigned to people. So, so it's not like that easy for you to just step in and be like, okay, I'm about to just take this client, whatever. It don't work like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
'Cause
I'm not in anybody's way.
Yeah, I know a lot of artists that need stylists, and I know when you get signed to a label, it's a development process. So you got the stylist, they create your image, they do all this to get you the PR.
Right. But no, sometimes if you have a stylist that you want to bring on board, like for example, Jennifer Hudson, she brought her stylist from Chicago. Like it was a girl she'd been working with since day one, A1. She didn't let the production say like, okay, here's your new stylist. She brought her stylist on and put her on. Ooh. So you could have a situation like that too, where it's like if you have a stylist that you already been working with, you could bring them on.
That's lit.
Yeah, so definitely that's an option as well.
That's dope. You brought that on me. I'm like, wait, what? Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Most people don't really know how this works. You know what I'm saying?
But
yeah. But being in the fashion industry is going to be important for you to know, because at the end of the day, you have a luxury brand. And you want to get people in your brand, and so you gotta know the stylist. Good behind the scene. Yeah, you definitely
gotta know the stylist.
Having a stylist is like knowing the DJ.
Right.
You want to get your ish played. Yeah. You want to get it played. So like if you want to get it worn,
that's a good comparison.
For sure. I always say that. People be thinking like, oh, other stylists is my competition. Like not at all. Like ain't nobody in each other's way. Like we all good. Like it's no such things as like it's running out of jobs. Like it's no such thing as that. You know what I'm saying? It's very competitive, but it's no such thing as running out of jobs.
So there's a lot of crazy new trends coming out right now, like them red boots. How you feel about them red little cartoon boots?
I feel like, me personally, I would never put any of my clients in that.
That shit look goofy.
It looks really goofy, but at the same time, it's a message. You know what I mean? Like it's a fashion statement, and the people who get it, and those who don't. So that's the thing.
That's a good cut.
You know what I mean?
That's a good answer.
That's really just how it goes. Like it's a thing where it's like, if you a trendy person, you want to be on what's popping.
Right. Whatever's new.
It don't even matter if you like it or not.
Right.
You just own it. You just own it. You into it. You all about it.
I've been seeing all the memes about that. I'm like, jeez.
And so when I went to the designer's page, he had actually made a meme where everybody was talking bad about the boots, and then he just it was like him looking at it on one screen, then he was hugging the phone on another one. Because any buzz is good buzz.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's why he don't care. You know what I'm saying? So he creating something where it's like they saying how ugly the boots is, but you know about the boots.
They said that the boots sold out some crazy time frame. Yeah. And it was like they cost like $300 and something.
Yeah, definitely.
He definitely made a bag on that.
For sure, definitely. So it's just, I could say, like a thing where it's like wherever you're able to create buzz, all buzz is good buzz. There's no such thing as bad buzz. So, he did what he had to do.
He did.
Yeah. I stay true to who I am, so I personally don't get into the trendiness of things like that, but I get it. You know what I mean? Like I understand it. I'm in the industry, so I understand it.
Yeah, they coming out with all kind of ugly boots now.
Yeah, it's
I mean, but
crazy.
you know, the Alexanders was a part of that at one point, but now they
I always thought those was
everybody
fashionable though.
Yeah, they trendy now.
Yeah.
Like the chain reactions, the 2 Chainz, Versace's. Those was goofy, but everybody jumped on them.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's crazy. Though.
It's a lot of bandwagon hopping. You know what I mean? Like nobody's really original, true to who they are. So people just kind of do what they see others do. Like,
they go with the flow.
They go based off what everybody say is hot.
Go with the flow.
Yeah.
I got a like unique style, so I kind of stick to what I know.
Okay. Yeah.
I keep it dumbed down. I'm just trying to tell you what I'm on. So my white T-shirts is from Nordstrom.
You can never go wrong with a white T-shirt for sure. What brand is your white T-shirt?
Nordstrom's.
I'm saying, but it's a Nordstrom's brand.
It's a Nordstrom brand.
Okay, got you. Okay,
So I got
it's
the
real
Supreme,
thick. You can't see through it, so it's good. That's good.
Yeah, the Suprema cotton, and this is like some new one I'm trying out. It's kind of like more slim, trimmed.
Okay, that's what's up.
But yeah,
Yeah, clean cut.
I'll be
clean.
needing a stylist sometimes. So I'm gonna have to use your app because
For
sometimes
sure.
I'll be wanting to really like impress, but I don't really be caring.
Mm-hmm.
I just go with whatever I got. So I might have to use that one time.
Yeah, you might have to use it. You never know.
I'ma have
Maybe
to,
planning
for
a
sure.
vacation and get your looks laid out. You know,
Yeah.
make it easy for you. You a busy man. You a busy
Yeah.
man. So
I gotta
you
have
know,
my shit
let's
like-
take that off your hands. You know. So yeah.
I don't be caring about how I pack. I be like, okay, I want this many pair of jeans,
Mm-hmm.
this many shirts to match those jeans. I got these shoes, my socks. What's more important than anything is my drawers and my socks for some reason.
Yeah.
I gotta have a lot of socks and a lot of drawers.
Okay.
So
I get you. Nothing wrong with that. I get
Yeah.
you.
that's dope. So you've been doing this for how long?
So since 2016 is when Rollin Racks originally
2016.
launched, and then the tech aspect of it is just started development in 2022.
Okay.
So it's been supposed to be a tech company, but again, like I said before, I was mastering, the business before you just launch an app. You don't just
Right.
launch an app and just be like, oh, hey guys, go visit my app. Like, nah, it's something that has
You gotta
to be
understand
in
it.
the works. Yeah,
gotta understand it. You gotta
exactly.
understand
Yeah, kind of like
Dang.
understanding that customer and who that customer is.
What inspired you to
compete in
do
that
it?
market.
Do it like you're doing it. What inspired you to do it like this? Like that?
I'm always looking for something that I can't find. So it's like if it's something that's just not there, like that's
So you-
as a business owner, you supposed to be solving a problem. So that's what we do. We solve the problem of
Facts.
accessibility, like you know what I mean, like time and convenience and personalization. These are
Facts.
things that just don't exist in the retail market because when you go to the store, the jeans they are the size that they are. With us, we gonna tailor them to you. We gonna get you the right
wait, it's a
pair.
tailoring service too?
All things wardrobe. Anything that you
Oh,
can imagine, wardrobe related, we will take care of that for you.
Oh, that's lit.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Yeah, whether it's building a suit from scratch, whether it's cleaning out your closet, on the higher end of doing the Oscars, on the lower end of just doing your laundry. We take care of it from A to Z.
That's gonna be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
Cause you about to put a lot of people out of work. That's like Amazon.
I always say that Rollin Racks is the Amazon of fashion. It just takes a while, for people to find out. Because I think about it, Amazon has been in business since 1994. Don't quote me on that, but it's the 90s for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2023, and look how relevant they are.
Super
so I launched
relevant.
in 2016, and it's 2023. Okay, may not be as big as I want it to be, but just think about how it could
It's
be in
gonna
the
be
future.
big. Even what
Yeah.
you're telling me right now, me not knowing exactly, it's like, okay, I can use that. I'm telling you, I can use that.
Because
right
like
now.
personally, I always stay booked, just like me as a person. But I'm building a brand, so I had to kind of like step back from like, whoa, I turn down jobs. Like I
Right.
have to turn down jobs because I'm building a brand. Like I need to be multiplying myself.
you sound
how
like
you
me.
scale your brand is how you multiply yourself.
Exactly.
Because if I just stay booked and busy, I'm gonna just drain myself out. I'll make a lot of money, but like, what's that? What's a couple hundred? I always say, what's a couple $100,000 to millions being on the table?
Right. How are
know.
you marketing this concept?
I'm not doing any marketing for it at
At
all.
all?
It's no marketing for it. Nope, no marketing because it's like a behind the scenes thing. And so once it launches,
More like it's exclusive.
it is exclusive, but once it's not launched yet. So that's the one thing that you got to know is that it's not launched yet. Once it does launch, we'll have a sophisticated marketing strategy that we're going to use to market it.
Check
Right
you
now,
out.
all it is just Rollin Racks. If you know, you know. It's like that. But once it's time,
That's lit.
it's going to be sophisticated marketing strategy, and you'll be able to get service from every angle as it relates to wardrobe.
That is dope.
Yeah.
I fucks with it for sure.
I love it. Yeah. So yeah, that's the idea. But no, as of right now, I don't market my brand at all. Like I've never marketed my brand. I may post on Instagram story, like, here and there, but I don't ever talk about, what the big bulk of what the brand is. Because it's not necessary.
We getting it here first.
Exactly. And when you heard about Amazon and DoorDash, you really didn't. They didn't go door to door knocking and telling you about it. At the end of the day, word of mouth told you about it.
Yeah, it just happened.
And it's like one of those things where it's like if it's what people need, they gonna come find it.
That's dope.
But essentially, when I do choose to market with that particular marketing budget, it's gonna be sophisticated strategy. It's gonna be on some black excellence, like it's gonna be high level. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure.
I'm really digging all this. What you're telling me right here, because with my brand, I literally was like, I don't want nobody to know it's mine. I just want it to be noticeable, and it's gonna make its own impression. Mm-hmm. But sometimes you gotta push the envelope.
Yeah, definitely. So like I'm not really hiding behind it or anything. It's just not time yet. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't want to jump ahead of the gun. So you got to just kind of like keep your head down, keep working, and then when it's time for people to find out, they'll find out.
That's late. Mm-hmm. Check you out, man.
Yeah.
So 2016.
Yep.
What are some of the obstacles that you had to overcome when it comes to like the fashion industry and your desires to do certain things that you want to do with the fashion industry?
So I would say obstacles is like an ongoing thing. Like even when we trying to get here today, like I'm limping in. When you have
they didn't know that though. You didn't have to tell them that.
It's cool.
But yeah, that's an obstacle
for
sure.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's one of those things where it's like you got to show up for yourself.
Right.
So for me, I don't cancel unless I gotta be dang near passed out.
Yeah.
I can't,
I like that. Don't cancel on me.
Don't ever. I don't cancel. I always show up for myself, and I would say obstacles I had to overcome was just understanding how business really works. Mm-hmm. Because I think a lot of people, I went to school for business, but everything that I learned in school is nothing that I needed. It was literally nothing that I needed. I'm paying for this degree, and it was like pointless. But I think a lot of times, like, because like in other cultures, they have an ecosystem for success.
Right.
And a lot of things that I know today, these people are being taught from jump.
Right.
So in 2016, the knowledge that I have today, I did not even know. I thought I was going to just grow a brand. I'm just going to bootstrap it and just keep on working as hard as I possibly can. And maybe my brand will grow. It just doesn't.
Character.
It essentially does not work like that.
Yeah, I don't.
Now, could it work like that? Yeah, you might get lucky and your brand grow from Instagram. But for me, I'm authentic in who I am. I don't want to be a TikTok brand. That's not really what I want for my brand. Like this is sustainable fashion. This is not fast fashion. This is not here today, gone tomorrow. This is forever. So, I would say like just like that knowledge, that ecosystem to success, because the things I'm learning now, the mentors that I have now is like, I'm like, wow, that's so crazy. I'm late. This is old news. And, I'm just now learning it. So,
How would you?
It's been an obstacle.
I know, because people who do fashion, they have a specific niche. Like they have a style that they really like, a go-to style. Like what would you characterize your style style?
Like how I style other people?
Yeah. Like how would you categorize it? Like, is it more so work-based? What you doing? Like celebrities? What you doing?
I would say high fashion.
High fashion.
It's high fashion.
So we going Gucci, Louis, Prada, Fansetto.
Yep.
Hermes.
It's pretty much Hermes. It's pretty much high
Hermes.
fashion.
Is it Hermes or Hermes?
It's Hermes. It's no H.
Hermes.
Yeah, it's no H, guys.
I thought
just so
it
you
was.
guys know.
So what's the
is
H
silent.
for?
The H is silent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't wear it, so I don't know.
Yeah. It's okay. But a lot of people do that, but it's cool. But I would say high fashion mostly. With the app, of course, like I said before, it's supposed to be for everyday people. But right now, I'm kind of like stuck in high fashion because those are clients that book me. Yeah.
I guess I could teach a lot of people about fashion too, because some people don't know nothing about fashion, but they only see it and they go and buy it because they don't know it.
Yeah.
I do my research on some of the stuff I buy.
I'm real, you know, to be honest with you guys, like, we don't buy the fashion that we put celebrities in. That stuff is never paid for. Like, the only people who buying fashion is the everyday people that's watching.
Exactly, because that shit go right back to the store.
It go right back to the store. Right back to the store.
Through the cleaners to the store.
Yeah, walk into Dolce and Gabbana, tell them I'm Chrissy from Rollin Racks. They take me to the back. I pick what I want. I take it to my client. They wear it. We get it dry clean. We take it back.
Crazy.
It's called having pull. You gotta have pull.
I forgot what they called that I forgot what they call it, but I'm gonna get back to it. But yeah, that's facts. My homeboy told me about that. My homeboy Booby, rest in peace. He told me, he was like, man, they don't even wear that stuff that they got on. No. He was like, bro, go get
They don't pay for it.
He's like, bro, go get you. I'm gonna get somebody this game. Go get you a Nordstrom's credit card. Get you a Nordstrom's account. Go buy you some of this and some of that. Rock that shit. Take it back. I was like,
y'all dirty for that. That's
he
dirty.
gave me the juice. I was like,
too dirty. What's his name?
The Booby.
Come on, man. R.I.P. to the Booby, but you can't be doing that though.
He gave me that game. I'm like, yeah, that's what they be doing, because I didn't know that.
Essentially, it's called having pull, and it's a restock fee. So it's not just buying and returning. It's not like that. You go through a place called Studio Services, and you able to get it like that. Yeah. So. I know. Essentially, whatever you wanted, if you wanted to get it through me, I could get it for you. And if you didn't want to keep it, you didn't have to keep it.
Yeah, that's how, you know. That's how. Yeah, so he told me I haven't tried it just yet. Okay. But when I get, you know what I'm saying, when I get my shit together, I might have to do that.
Hey,
because it's like you only gonna see that person in that outfit once. You only see them in that outfit one time.
Yeah.
So it's like, but then to the consumer, it's like, dang, where do you get that from? As a celebrity, it's like you basically promoting their stuff.
And they're assuming that because you are who you are, once you're seen in it, it's gonna fly off the shelves anyways.
Right. So
so that's what kind of helps with that.
That's a good technique.
Yeah, but it's definitely real stylists don't do the buy and return. We go through Studio Services. We have clout where it matters. Right. Where it matters, not just to have it.
You hear her popping her shit? I hear you. I hear you.
I'm just saying.
I hear you popping it.
It's a big deal to be able to call Louis or call Dolce or call Prada and get what you want. You know what I mean? Like,
you hear
they
her?
know my name on Rodeo. Like I said, the people who know. You know, so I say Chrissy from Rollin Racks. Oh, she could come get whatever she need. I have access to every showroom in LA.
That's lit.
Yeah, so like I got the numbers, I got the contacts, I got the everything, and I don't get charged restock fees.
Hey, check in.
I just don't.
Check in with Rollin Racks, man.
Yeah, so like Rollin Racks, we making our name.
She out here putting it on,
making it count where it matters.
You feel me? What about perfumes and colognes and all that other good stuff? Y'all kind of dib and dab in that too.
So
only ask is that's my
personally love perfume. Like it's my thing. Like I'm wearing something that I love right now, but. No, it has nothing to do with wardrobe. And we definitely don't really recommend our clients to do too much of that because these clothes is going back. So, yeah, you could wear it, but sometimes, we don't do too much of that, like with the body makeup or the perfumes.
That makes sense.
We try to, be very minimal.
That makes sense. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
All things wardrobe. All things fashion.
Wardrobe.
Okay, all things wardrobe.
Yep, that's the slogan.
That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
That is, I'm okay. Yeah, we gonna have to. I fucks with that.
It's the future of fashion for sure.
It sounds like it, and
the future of fashion.
I like that. How do you invest in that early?
Whole another conversation for a whole other day.
I'm saying that sounds like a good idea. I like it.
You could be a stakeholder in the future. For sure.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Definitely.
I'll put my little foot on that. For sure. That's dope. Because fashion. I've been into fashion since before high school. I've been drawing shoes and drawing all kind of clothes.
That's so dope.
In high school, and I let it go, and I was doing music, and I started producing, and I had artists, and then I was like, when you have artists, you got merchandise. So then I started doing merch, and then it went into a street brand. And the brand did good. I was in, what's this? What state is this? Indianapolis in the malls, 2 stores, and then I bounced out of that, and I started thinking to myself, because I wear a lot of fashion, like Gucci belts, Louis Vuitton, Versace. I got a lot of Versace. So it's like,
So ironically, I don't wear none of it.
not that. See,
I
that's
don't
what
wear none of it.
That's what I was getting to.
I don't
though.
wear none of it.
That's what I'm getting to. So,
Yeah.
and then when
I
I
do
started
have on quality stuff, but I don't really wear any.
like high fashion stuff.
Not really. I might go pull it if I need it, but not really, because a lot of these brands,
I was. That's why I was going with
a
this.
lot of these brands, a lot of these brands. That's all I'm gonna say.
Basically, as I was buying all these high end things, the shoes, paying like $1,000 for shoes, and just going crazy.
Quick though, right? It happens
What?
fast.
What?
Where it's like $1,000 for some shoes happens
What?
quick, right? Yeah.
The first time I spent $1,000 on shoes, I was walking back and forth for like an hour. Like, damn, should I do this? I was like, fuck it, boom. And then after that, I just started going crazy. But when I started understanding the manufacturing process, when I started understanding the whole behind the scenes and who owned these companies,
Hello.
I started getting more into like, okay, if they can do it, I can do it because I already did it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need to do it this way. So I stopped wearing the Gucci. I still wear the shoes because I got a lot of the shoes, and of course I still wear what I have.
Of course, yeah.
But I started focusing more on my own brand and how to, to develop my own high fashion. That's why I started my Fansetto brand.
Okay.
So that looking at the brands and understanding who owns them, and not saying if white or black and none of that stuff, but all these high end brands, one company own them,
Yes.
or two companies own them, or however the case may be.
Yeah.
And some of the perfume
They're all
lines,
interconnected. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
all the perfume
And,
lines is owned by
yeah.
one company, and it's like you got all this stuff that you looking at, and it's all like smoke and mirrors.
And as much as I love fashion, I always like to tell people that money is power.
Yes.
Wherever you give your money to is where you give your power to.
Right.
So that's
Yeah.
deep if you think about
Come
it.
get your power to Fansetto.
Yeah.
No,
So it's
but
pretty deep if you think about it. 'Cause
that's-
it's like
yeah,
you
that's-
gotta be low key careful because
You work for that money.
you worked really hard for that money to go give it to somebody else to have us, because like fashion is psychological. Most people may not know this, but like I study everything there is to know
You
about
think it's
fashion.
emotion too? Well, definitely psychological.
It's psychological for sure.
Yeah.
Emotion, I'm not sure, but psychological for sure. Because as soon as like a person just doesn't feel important enough, they feel like once they slap a Gucci on their shirt,
They feel important.
They feel important. See, for me, I don't need any of those things to feel important because I feel like I am who I am. But it's you just kind of gotta have that.
You gotta
some
have
people
the
have it, some
juice.
people don't.
You gotta have
some
the
people,
juice.
Some people got it, some people don't. But at the end of the day, it's like people, they feel like the labels is what make them. And we have given these brands so much power over who we are as people that it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. And this is a stylist saying this, so you know it's crazy. Like,
yeah.
I see it all the time where it's
It's
like,
the
I could
Hunger
take I could
Games
take
with the fashion industry.
I could take a client that's feeling like below our feet. Put that shit on. Next thing you
like-
know, it's like
like-
Superman came
like-
out. You know what I'm
like-
saying?
like
So
that.
it does have a power to kind of like bring us
Crazy.
to the next level. But I think that people rely on it way too much because I'm really big on brands that do stuff for my people. Like, what do you do for me? What have you
Exactly.
done for me lately? And we don't have no Gucci parks. We ain't got no Balenciaga slides in the hood. We don't have no community centers. They do nothing for us. Absolutely
And
nothing.
they got all our money. Well, not
And-
our money because I wear
Yeah.
Zara and
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
They don't have our money.
Yeah.
But they got y'all money. For
Yeah.
sure. But that's where, kind of an issue kind of comes in at, because it's like we give our power away. And if you look back at the history of who we are, back to Massa Musa days,
Massa Musa, you going into the rich.
I
nigga
mean,
shit. Okay.
if we speaking about real facts,
Yeah.
he created inflation to begin with, giving away what we had originally was ours. We was giving it away. So that's what we're currently doing now too. With our money, we giving it away.
Right.
We're giving it away.
Check you out.
So essentially just repeating a cycle.
Sheesh.
Yeah. Like, see, for me, I won't even, if I see a black brand that I really love, and every time I turn around, they in Chanel, or they in Balenciaga, or they in Gucci, I won't support their brand.
That makes sense.
I'm not pocket watching. But at the end of the day, if
It's like,
I don't shop those brands,
why would I give it
why
to you
would
to
I
go
give
shop
you
there?
my money to take my money to Chanel? That doesn't even make sense. So I just don't do it. I just don't. I'm very conscious.
That's a good theory though. Like to be like, okay, I'm giving you my money and you going over there. I might as well just go over there. Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. Wow. And you going and spending thousands with these people. And the thing is that if you really, I mean, it's not even thousands. It's in the billions. It's in the billions. We're not even gonna talk thousands because we're gonna talk real numbers. It's in the billions that how much we are funding these companies. The billions. Crazy. And like everybody, like, well, how you gonna build a fashion company if you don't have high fashion? You can still do it.
Manufacturing too. It start with that too because our manufacturing is in crazy places as well. And just not to get off subject, I want a special shout out to a Black-owned brand who's like making noise. Crazy. From bags. I bought a pair of his shoes when nobody knows how to purchase his stuff because it's so exclusive.
Who is it?
His name is Isaac and Moore, if you haven't heard about him.
Okay.
He's out of Houston.
Okay, nice.
Bags.
I'm gonna check him out.
Isaac and Moore, Black-owned.
Okay.
Making noise.
That's what's up.
So I had to give like a special shout out to him, man. Appreciate the shoes. I got some exclusive shoes ain't nobody got.
That's what's up.
And he Black-owned.
Love to hear it.
So
Love to hear it.
You gotta check him out though.
Definitely gonna check him out for sure. I'm definitely gonna check him out. But yeah, so it's just kind of like one of those things where it's kind of like you just have to be educated on who you giving your money to and why. Why do they deserve your money? Like that you work so hard for, that you building, you know, your generational wealth off. Why do they deserve it? You know.
That's important.
Yeah.
That makes sense too. That makes me feel like, oh man, you just shitted all that money away. But you know, you start somewhere.
And that's the thing. Like I feel like it's nothing wrong with wanting quality because I feel like Hermes and Chanel, they offer quality. A lot of those bags do increase over time. Don't get me wrong.
That's because of other people want it. It's like this. It's supply and demand.
It's a cycle. Yeah, it's a cycle. But it's just about.
But their quality. I'm gonna just stop you right there when you think quality.
Which quality? Their
quality is just like quality that we can get. Like my belts are made by the same company with Balenciaga.
Oh yeah, it's definitely it's not something that is unattainable for sure. Yeah. But I'm just trying to say, like, I just wanted to be known that those bags do increase in quality over time.
Oh yeah,
so it does.
It's an investment on certain things.
It's an investment in a sense. However, so is real estate as an investment. So is stocks as an investment. Like you don't have to you don't have to be like even as a stylist, you don't have to be defined by material objects.
Right.
Me, I'm a minimalist. Like,
are you?
And I work in the industry because I think about it. I see it so much that it's like another one of those.
I need to practice that.
Next 15, one coming. That's how I look at it. So like, I'm never too attached to any. I'm never too attached to any of these things because I see it so much. You know, so it's like it doesn't mean anything for me. If anything, a custom suit that means something for me because it's tailored to fit me. That's something that matters. But I feel like as far as having stuff like. It means nothing to me because the fact that I can just go in the store and get it, take it back. It means it's like disposable in my eyes. Because if I wanted to be Prada down, I could go get Prada down and then the next day take it back.
Sheesh.
Yeah. So that's why
you put a lot of things. You put a lot of things into perspective. So that's dope.
Thank you.
works with that because that's kind of like my mindset. Like everything I put on, people be like, "Man, what you want?" Like, bro, this is don't even. The most expensive thing I might have on is my shoes and my t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, my t-shirt.
For me, it's always gonna be jewelry. I'm stickler about my leather jacket. I get the same one every year from All Saints. So I do.
What do you mean you get the same one every year?
I get the same leather jacket. Like I buy this one every year.
So you got a lot of those jackets? I
got a few. Yeah, I be losing them sometimes. So like I got a few of them.
How do you buy the same jacket? Is it different cuts? Is it different styles? Is it just the same jacket?
Well, no. One thing about All Saints jackets, I'll give them their credit. This is some high quality leather right here. And it's tailored to fit your body like over time. So like for me, I buy the same one because I just like it. You know what I mean? Like it's my look. So I would just buy the same one.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know, but they last for a pretty long time though. But sometimes I lose them. I travel a lot. So I lose some of my stuff, like, you know, may get like airplane, whatever, you know. Okay. So it's required me to get it again. Okay. So I get the same stuff again, basically. Yeah. But
now let's get into the minimalists. How do you consider yourself? Why do you consider yourself as a minimalist? That's a new trend as well too. Not new, but new to like.
Yeah, it's pretty much new to me because I do already have a lot of stuff. Like I just am not attached to any of my stuff. Like it doesn't mean anything to me. To lose it today would mean nothing. You know, it means nothing. I have no attachment to anything. Like a lot of times, like girls, people, they feel defined by these items. Like, like literally, that you'll see a girl, she's like, I have to have my Chanel. Like I have to. Like I'm not giving it up. Like for me, it means.
I don't like those type of girls.
Yeah. Yikes. Heavy on the yikes. Heavy on the yikes.
Big.
But yeah, it's like, I don't know. For me, I don't know. I just feel like I get so much more out of life just by not having any desires. Like I don't have any desires.
You just go get it.
What do you mean?
Go get what you want. Like not go get what you want, but you have a focus that you go and get.
Yeah, like I feel
You're
like
not worried about the material things that come with it.
Yeah, material things just don't drive me. When you have access to them, and it's just so disposable. It's like kind of like oversaturated. Or it's like, oh, another Chanel or Hermes. Like I could get them on the phone in a second. So it's like it just doesn't mean anything to me anymore.
That probably be why it's disposable to you, because you got that pull and that plug. But we're gonna talk about that another time. What, like in the next 2 years or 2 to 5 years, what do you see yourself or your company?
So basically in the future, I see my app launching and it gaining a lot of users really fast and just making a whole lot of money. Like a lot of money.
A whole lot of money.
A whole lot of money, you know? Like I probably won't even be spending it, but it's definitely just what it comes with, you know? Yeah.
What type of investments are you doing right now?
So always investing in myself. And then as far as
that's first, for sure.
Yeah, as far as stocks and stuff like that, that's kind of private because I don't want people to know, like you know, where I invest at.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because then I don't need everybody copying how I move. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, like real estate. Do you have any big investments that you're looking forward to in the next year or two?
So I would say I do know a lot about real estate. Right now, I have not purchased any real estate. I have had real estate in the past that has already been sold and kind of already cashed out.
Gotcha.
But as far as like right now, I'm just 100% focused on my brand because it's taken this much out of me for me to like basically put into my brand. So that's pretty much just where I'm at with it.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so I don't do no FanDuel. Like I'm not really a daredevil like that. Like, but yeah, I got a couple little apps on my phone that I trade on here and there. So nothing too crazy though. Nothing too crazy.
So what do you think about NFTs? Just a quick question.
What do I think about them?
Yeah. Do you think they're gonna be something that people have for the long haul, or it seems like it's fading out?
It's very trendy, so it's gonna fade out.
Gotcha.
That's my opinion.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I was getting into it at first. And I started learning more about it, and I was just like, yeah, this is not for me.
Okay. Yeah. That was me too. I don't even know how to. I bought one NFT, and I don't know where it's at or what it's doing. Nothing. Right. I'm like, okay, nigga just bought that for no reason.
Yeah. Digital currency is kind of big if you know what it's about, but for me, I kind of just like I know a lot about a lot of different things, but I kind of like keep myself in like a little bubble where it's like I don't get caught up into it, basically. Because like I do know a lot about it, but it's just kind of like
stay away from it.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell the people where they can find you at.
So yeah, you can find me at rollinracks.com. That's ROLLINRACKS. The G is silent, so it's no G on Rollin. You can find me at Coke Bottle Chrissy on Instagram as well. I recently changed my name, but I'm so excited about it because I'm just like, you know what? I just got to live up to my name. It's a lot of BBLs going on, so I just want to rep the brand, you know, like the natural. So
that part. No, that's important.
So yeah, that's that.
That comes with a lot of confidence. A lot of women out here are being tested with these
You think
BBLs.
so?
Hell yeah. What?
It's a test?
Nah, because some women will be fine the way they are, and us men be like, that's fine the way you are.
They be fine the way some of y'all are fine already.
And then they see somebody with the BBL and the stretch belly button. We ain't gonna get into that. And then they be like, you know what I'm saying? So for you to rep that's important. That confidence is good to have.
Yeah, I feel like every woman deserves to feel beautiful because I could not imagine like. I just never could imagine myself not having curves because I've always kind of had them. And just like honestly taking off your clothes or whatever, seeing it is beautiful. Like it'd be like, wow, like sometimes it'd be so shocking to me. Like, oh my God, like I'm a goddess. Like this is crazy. Like, oh my God, turning around just looking. So I can only imagine what it feels like to see that on other people and not have it. But I just feel like it has to be like a line drawn in the sand where you just kind of love who you are. Because for me, even with having these curves, it come with a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, I think that I just love myself for who I am.
Got to.
And I just be noticing like a lot of females, like it be like you get in a girl group and everybody start talking about what work they want to have done. I need to get this done. I need to get that. And I literally just be looking at them.
It's getting out of hand.
I promise you, I just be looking at everybody just like, wow, this is really how y'all think. It's so many things wrong about me, but I never thought about getting anything done. Like, I'm just not. Like, I just don't care. Yeah, like, I'm not doing it.
Jeez.
I'm not falling for the trap. Like, I'm not falling for the trap.
Confidence is key, man.
Confidence is definitely key. Like, for sure. Love yourself for how God made you.
For sure.
Definitely.
And you already know where to find me at. My co-host is not here today. She had to catch a flight. You know how that go. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy, Shy by C4 Trap Kitchen. Of course, follow the Instagram at Open Bar Podcast _. And I have to also give a special shout out to my sponsors, Grammys and Oscars, the luxury tequila that is crazy. I honestly stopped drinking Don Julio Nejo. It's a beautiful
bottle. It's such a beautiful bottle.
Don Julio Nejo used to be my go-to. And as you can see, this bottle ain't even open, and this is 1942. We don't even touch that. That don't get touched. But the Grande Amante, this is the extra Nejo that's killing right now. Go pick up you a bottle at your local liquor store, grocery store. And Chrissy, I appreciate you for coming out. And
thank you for having me.
Inspiring me a little bit more to not touch that Louis Vuitton shit. Also, just tell people where you at, man. Open Bar Podcast.
So, yeah, I mean, like I said before, you guys can find me at Coke Bottle Chrissy with 3 Y's on Chrissy, rollinracks.com. And that's pretty much that. Like, I'm wherever you need me. If you got a budget, hit me up.
Gotta come with the bag. You
gotta have a budget. Definitely have to have a budget. And definitely look forward to like seeing my company just grow more and more. And once the app drop, make sure you download that.
For sure.
For sure.
And that's our show for today.
Yay. Thank you so much for having me. This was fun.
All right, for sure.
Conversation never on a